just dropped the boys off at school. Finna jump back into this content, man. Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network early in the morning. It is 7:45 in Atlanta. That means it is 4:45 in the city of Los Angeles. Make sure you tap in with that tap in, like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content that we got going on here at the one and only TNN Trap News Network. Good news reviews. If you're not legit though, you ain't finna get nobody's college though, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button for everything we got going on, man. Hit the button, I'm gonna bring you something, man. We back in the same with another Young and Hefe style video. Big shout out to Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the check say. We finna slide into this good Kantiana, man. Sliding in here. We got Chig Smooth. Big shout out to Chig Smooth. And speaking of, if you want to be a Trap News Network correspondent, DM me. This is a paid position, so hit me up on Instagram. TRAPNEWSNETWORX for more information to be a paid Trap News Network correspondent. Hit me up on Instagram. And we will get you figured out all the way here at TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? So make sure you tap in with that tap in. We'll get you all the way squared away and figured out. We finna jump into this content though, man. They're saying that Chig Smooth want to tell us about WACK100 warning Lil Durk about Luce Cannon. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Get ready. You know what to do, Chig.
Salute to Chig Smooth.
Hey, Chig Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. This is going to end very badly for somebody. This Luce Cannon and WACK100 beef has taken more twists and turns than the Tyler Perry movie. Every single day, there's something new coming out. Somebody's getting exposed for doing something. Somebody's being called a rat. There's paperwork flying everywhere. Some of it is fake, some of it is not. At this point, it's very hard to decipher what's real and what's not. Just a couple days ago, WACK100 admitted to setting up Luce Cannon and also playing the long game in their friendship. Before Luce Cannon and Wack got cool, Luce Cannon used to be Big U's mans. But then something happened and Luce Cannon and Big U got into it. That's when Luce Cannon started running with Wack. Now, when these two guys got together, it just felt odd. There's video footage on YouTube, you guys can go check it out, of Luce Cannon just dissing Wack damn near every single time he was on camera.
So it's like, Wack, it's like you do all this internet thugging shit and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nobody's seen you do nothing. You beat up a kid that was don't fit named Stitches. Like, bro, you did some buster ass shit and then you acting like you got clout.
Well, a couple days ago, we actually got to find out that Wack was playing the long game with Luce Cannon. Wack put out this audio claiming this was Luce Cannon's wife, Clarissa, cheating on him. He said this call is being recorded. Maybe he needs to go to the ear doctor. And she's just rubbing her hands while the trainer is caressing that big back of hers, saying, yeah, baby daddy, give them what they need to keep you in there. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Law 37. He fell for the spectacles in the form of a clubhouse stage and a podcast microphone. Did he forget what he said about me back in 2021, 2022? Because I sure didn't. Hashtag bozo. Hashtag trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer the eagerness of an imbecile. Somebody then got in the comments and asked them, damn, so Wack never liked Luce? Wack said, he established that 3 to 4 years ago. Can't blame me for playing dead long enough until he killed himself. Now, for all you street guys out there, if this isn't a sign to get the fuck out the streets because nobody's loyal, I don't know what is. Now, it does not stop there, you guys. This actually gets pretty worse. Just earlier last week, Luce Cannon, who's currently locked up with Lil Durk, connected Durk with Akademiks. Durk wanted to send a message to his fans and figured Ak was the best outlet. So, Luce Cannon calls his wife to set the call up with Akademiks. A lot of people were confused as to why they were watching Luce Cannon's wife, Clarissa, interview Lil Durk along with Akademiks. We know you helped to set up the call, but do you actually have to talk during the interview?
I just read to myself.
How the fam do?
The family?
Yeah.
My family good. You know, I talk to them. It's the only people I talk to is just the family and my lawyer, for real. Just keep my spirits up, keep my energy pure.
How's your relationship with your family now that you're in there? Is it closer?
Huh? What you mean?
Like, are you closer with your family as far as your relationship? You know, being up in there talking to them every day.
I don't get what you're saying. You saying like as I'm close to my family?
Yeah, like now with all that's going on, has it brought you guys closer?
I always been close to my family.
Now, the weirdest part about all that is Sharice Mills is supposed to play that like batteries, not included. Not included. You could have just watched that from the sidelines, baby girl. I keep saying that. It got weird when she opened her mouth. Yeah, so are you closer to your family now? That blah blah. My family now. What you talking about? With that all being said, though, back to the narrative that's being pushed. WACK100 is now using this as a plot and a ploy to basically turn the public against Luce Cannon and his relationship with Lil Durk. Basically saying that, hey, Lil Durk, you know, be aware of Luce Cannon. Be aware of Luce Cannon because he's gonna set you up. You know, you see how he already kind of tricked you to be on the phone with Akademiks and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. You know, he's the next thing you know, he's gonna be tricking you in court. You got all these things going on. Be careful because Lil Durk, Luce Cannon's gonna tell you. The part that Wack's not telling everybody is Wack is about to be named in this paperwork of all these snitches in the big Rico. So he wants to talk about everything but that. He wants to talk about everything but that. So keep that in mind, that that's something that Wack is trying to avoid, trying to dodge. He doesn't want to speak on. He'd rather talk about Luce Cannon and Lil Durk in the federal penitentiary and talk about the fact that he's about to be named in his big Rico as a witness, and he's going to be picked up in his no jumper indictment. But let's continue to go through the story.
You know, y'all was just wondering about your mental, man. I just saw you on this journey, and I seen how, like, even, you know, there's a few times you hit me up and you were just like, yo, Ak, I'm just checking on you. You know, that meant a lot to me.
It was a little bit strange, but maybe this was Clarissa's way of trying to intro herself to the audience as a media personality. This also let the audience know that Lil Durk and Luce Cannon were actually close. A lot closer than most people assumed. And one person that did not like Luce Cannon getting the exclusive from Lil Durk was WACK100. Wack then goes on to put out a screenshot of a text message of somebody hating on Luce Cannon's relationship with Lil Durk. Because of course, why would you not want to discredit your enemy, especially when it's looking like he's trying to go into your lane? As you guys can see here, somebody texted saying, yo, please let Wack know he thought, aka Lil Durk, thought he was talking to Ak. He did not know he was being recorded. Just like he said, he didn't want to talk to nobody. But since it was Ak, he thought Buddy told him he did not want to talk to him. He went on ahead and talked to him, and he did not know anything about that lady supposed to be interviewing him. Y'all don't think he knows how to call Ak on his own? Then Wack goes on the caption and says, enough said. All blogs need to terminate dude's call. He wrung out, wrapped up, and irrelevant. AKA, stop giving shine to my op. Just let him sit in jail and rot and stop making him relevant. Now, I guess that plan did not work, so Wack decided to up the stakes. He goes on to call Luce Cannon a snitch who was sent up there to get information from Lil Durk. Wack posted this message saying, sent Luce up there to get info out of Durk. He's been pulled out of the scheduled Rico he's been named in. Everybody's court date has been moved to May 2026 trial but Luce Cannon Williams. If all other codees will be on trial on May 2026 date, then where will he be? His bitch slipped and ran her mouth to her mother. Her mother communicating with a New York nigga Luce connected her with from YouTube. He's trying to work Durk for the feds. Give bro heads up, he needs to put the Muslim wall around him. Wack says in the caption, the plot thickens. Chi-Town, warn your mans, I did my part. This is some shiesty shit you can only see in the movies, you guys. From the outside looking in, this looks like Wack is trying to discredit Luce Cannon and also trying to end his relationship with Durk. Wack knows if Durk considers Luce Cannon to be a snitch, an informant, he's going to get away from him and things will be a little bit uncomfortable for Luce while he's locked up. Now, once again, like I told you guys at the start of the video, you gotta take every single thing with a grain of salt. Nobody knows what's real. Nobody knows what's the truth. Nobody knows who's lying. Seems like both parties are now playing in the mud, trying to throw as much dirt on the other person as they can. If I can label you as a snitch while you're locked up and also cut off your resource and access to the media, nobody will ever hear from you again and I win. This is some very evil plan by WACK100. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys believe WACK?
Now, if you can't see what WACK100 is trying to do, it's very easy to see. Like I've been saying before, WACK is like a scorned baby mama. You know, you break up with your baby mama, now you move on to a new girl, now she hitting up your new girl, talking about, I was in a relationship with him, you don't know he's a cheater, he did this to me, he did that to me, and blah, blah, blah. But you stayed with him, so shut up. Meanwhile, WACK is trying to make sure that he destroys every relationship that Luce Cannon has. It's a very female, very catty-like tactic, but he wants to make sure that Luce Cannon is left with nothing. He wants to make sure when it's all said and done, Luce Cannon has absolutely nothing to give. Excuse me, or to stand on in these situations. So with that being said, man, I don't think that, you know, this whole concept of like somebody was pillow talking to Sharice Mills' mom, and then a dude from New York, no, okay, so let's follow this crazy lie that WACK told. Somebody's laid up with Sharice Mills' mother, and I think he was calling her Sharice something, he was calling like Clarissa or something. Chick Smooth, her name is Sharice Mills, not Clarissa. It's Sharice. Anyway, WACK wants us to think that somebody in New York is laid up with Sharice's mom. Then he tells a third party. And then that third party tells the fourth party, who gets it onto the Clubhouse. And then they get it to WACK. So he told a person, who told a person, who told a person, who just had to make sure WACK have this information. WACK's only important within his own mind. With that being said, he gonna end up in jail, and he gonna have to deal with things that he said. And every demon that he's played with, God is gonna make him confront face to face. That's the realest. Be better today than what you were yesterday, be even better tomorrow. But today be at your best. Red dots to the left, you know the rest, and it's free. I have a new angel till he's free. We gone.